Wait, what do you think they did to get to the 36 and a fourth, or was it your defense?
Well, Harden made some tough shots. Our pick and roll defense in the middle of the floor was not as precise and as organized as we needed to be. Communication, too many wide open shots for guys in rotations. Corey Brewer has a career night, shooting 28% from three tonight. He's 5 for 10. I thought that was a huge difference. And when we did do it and rotated the way we wanted to, guys made shots. So, again, we got to understand what we're doing defensively in our mid-screening roles, understand who we're rotating to, how we're rotating to them, and then at the point of the ball, get the ball under control. I don't think we ever got the ball under control all night as far as Harden was concerned, and then got the cheap fouls instead of keeping our hands back.
You get a bunch of those cheap fouls, like you talked, you got the hands into him, barked a lot.
And anytime you get your hands in, he's going to find it, grab it, and get the foul. He and DeMar are really good at it. I don't know how many DeMar didn't get. DeMar was getting hit the same way, but tonight Harden won that battle, the free throw line battle.
What did you think of Scola?
I thought his hustle and his intensity was good, getting us started. He and Pat both, I thought, gave it to us. Again, collectively, we got to understand what we're doing defensively. I don't think it's just one guy. Offensively, moving the basketball away from the double teams, seeing the roll guy, trusting the pass a little bit more. But again, they made some tough shots. Again, defensively, and that's what they do. We rotate. JV rotates up, and Howard was finishing the dunks at the rim. So we got to get the ball under control in the pick and roll situation.
Is it a little surprising to see DeMar and Kyle defer as much as they did in the first half? They weren't shooting. I mean, they end up with 20.
Well, but again, I wish we probably could have deferred a little bit more once they started blitzing and them making plays out of that, out of the blitz pick and roll situation. Because they were fanning out, taking the shooters out and leaving the roll guy open, making JV make a play or Biz make a play, and we've got to make sure they complete that.
You guys were up 15 in the third. It seems like, might be my imagination, it seems you're getting these 10, 12, 13, 15 point leads, and the accordion comes back.
That's been our Achilles heel all year, and I've said that millions of times, Michael. We've luckily won some of these games, but then again, I've always said it's going to come back to bite us. We've got to keep the same intensity when we get leads, the same possessions, quality possessions offensively, and not say, okay, I can take this shot this time instead of making another pass. But again, we learned from it. We've been preaching it, so I guess, it's a situation now where you get your butt kicked and it kicks in, but it's been our Achilles heel. And again, let's give Houston credit. They made some shots. Ariza, Corey Brewer, again, shooting 28%, made his shots. Kind of the person you want to take shots in those situations made them. But, again, a lot of it was, our making sure we take advantage when we're up 15, go up 17, go up 19, and keep your foot on the neck.
I know you don't want to spend any of your money, but can I ask you about the technical you got on the flagrant on DeMar?
Well, I don't know about the flagrant, but I was stepping on the court calling out a play. I was not talking to the official whatsoever. And, if you're going to do that, you got to call both coaches. Both of us out on the court coaching our teams. I wasn't talking to the officials. I was calling out a play. So, I guess he thought I was yelling at him. And first time I've seen that. I've been in this league a long time. I've seen coaches way out, go across half court to call a timeout or call a play. And, again, it was totally new to me.
Clarify, the coaching box, so to speak, is that line on the
But he said I was on the court. I was on my side of the court. I stepped out on the court to call a play. And, and I've never seen that call whatsoever. Nope. He said there's no warning as far as he didn't want me to get back in the box. So, again, disappointing. I don't know if that had anything to do with the game, but it's disappointing that they would call at that time of the game. And then again, in DeMar's flagrant, we got to keep our head in that situation too.
Which is more damaging from Harden? Is it the 40 points or is it the 14 assists?
Both. Probably the assist, because those guys meant that Corey Brewer was making shots, that the lobs to Howard was making, the guys he was kicking it to were making shots. So you can't let him have both. You got to take something away. And we were trying to get him out of the play, and when we did, he kicked it and they made shots. So I would say the assists, because a lot of those were threes when they were making a run down 15 or whatever it was. And he made a decision. He's one of the best players in the league. People don't give him credit. As far as a scorer, he's one of the toughest to guard one-on-one because he is also a willing passer and a very smart player.